everyone, it's Hayes, and today we will be doing an emergency screaming session for Glaciator 2, so of course we will be looking at a mix between Lady Noir, Adrianette, and of course, everyone's favourite, Marishat.
Let's get started!
However, we're not going to talk about the Lady Noir at the start of this episode because you shouldn't be putting anyone in a bin, okay besties? Don't do it, don't put someone in the trash, even if they're really annoying you and they just won't shut up. Just don't do it, okay? No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Although I did immensely enjoy seeing pictures of them kissing plastered everywhere, that was definitely a highlight. So now let's talk about the ever so slightly cringe Adrianettes. When I first watched the episode, I was like, oh, this is adorable. But now I've had a few days to think about it and kind of like, it's a bit cringe, innit? But Marinette's heart was in the right place, trying to cheer Adrian up with a gift. Like, look at her cute little face, and I did totally clown myself thinking most of the scene was real with the hamster cage and stuff, but I really should know better at this point.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
And now we will talk about the Marishat, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself in this episode. I was living my best life. This episode was my paradise, and you better believe I will be rewatching this episode and the boiler room scene from Guilt Trip in between the more than likely heartbreaking episodes the finale will be offering us. And this scene was just everything. It showed how comfortable they are around each other. Like, look at him comforting her here, saying, hey, let's take a break and go to the movie theatre. And don't get me wrong, he definitely suggested this to help Marinette, but I do also think he did this for him as well. Like, when does Adrian ever get to hang out with anyone like this? Never. But why didn't Marinette tell him it was Adrian? Honestly, if Marishat was more common in the show, I'd like for him to come over more and ask, like, how are things going with Buttercup? And then eventually one day she lets it slip that it's Adrian, and it will be so cute that all this time they've been talking about him. But then, oh my god, they got on the bus and he looks at her like this. What is this look saying? It's saying, I am in love with you. And then they get to the movie theatre and their conversation inside is so wholesome here, I love it. But why is she sat so close to him? Honestly, at this point, Marinette, just sit on his knee, you're halfway there to be fair. But then we have the umbrella scene, and I know this was very much not a romantic umbrella scene, but it's so sweet the way they talk to each other, the way they confide in each other. It's so sweet, and it makes Andre believe they're in love with each other. Like, he must have some sort of sixth sense, like, he's so confused, he's like, they're in love. But I can tell Ladybug and Cat Noir are in love as well. Like, you know, what's going on? He's so confused. Like, what's he going to do if he sees Adrian and Marinette together? He's going to start crying. Someone please tell this man their identities. I feel so bad for him. He needs to know so he knows his ice cream doesn't lie.
So, my eyes are correct!
So Cat Noir drops Marinette off at home, and why are you looking at him like this if you're not in love with him? Get it together, girl. And I know later she's acting when she reads out her confession, but these facial expressions they give each other. Are you too stupid? Just like Adrian, at the very least. You called this girl your everyday Ladybug. I swear to God, you're going to make me cry with your stupidity. Before we go, let's take a look at the fan art you all sent me. First, we have this Halloween fan art of me with knitting Fairy Marinette from Spooky Gorgegeist, and this awesome Marishat piece from Crystal Grace. We also have me as Rena Rouge and Rena Furtive from Nath Arts. Honestly, besties, as much as I absolutely love seeing fan art of me, you do not have to draw me at all. I love fan art of, you know, actual characters in the show as well, as in addition to that, you know. However, that being said, thank you again for 10,000 subscribers. You're probably sick of me saying it, but I am really grateful. And Jemana drew a piece of me to say congratulations, and Squiggy also made me a cake. Like, a literal cake. I'm only sad I didn't get to have any, like, that's so sweet. Literally, you see what I did there? I'll link Squiggy's video of the cake down below, as well as everyone's Instagram for the art. So next week I'm planning on doing the screaming session for the original Glaciator, but I think Gloob are actually supposed to be airing a new trailer tonight. And if it's for Ephemeral, firstly, I'll scream. Secondly, I'm not sure I'll live long enough to think about what I'll do. Secondly, if I'm honest. I'd love to know what you liked about the Marishat in Glaciator 2, and I'll see you all next time.